Folks, we are back. Wade, Sensei, the Breakdown Boys.
Ooh, let's get it.
Now, Sensei, have you seen some of the new potential players coming into the influencer boxing scene?
Well, Aiden Ross, one of them, right?
We did see Aiden Ross. His talents are unquestionable. I mean, let's just be honest about something. That man is going to smoke a lot of weed, I assume, but not any other individual. I couldn't do it. He's not great. But there's another potential Andrew Tate sucker coming into the scene.
Damn.
Have you seen my boy Sneako hitting some mitts out in, I think he's in Dubai. I'm not sure.
In Dubai?
He's in Abu Dhabi or Dubai. I'm not sure.
I saw a little clip, a couple of the punches, but I didn't like deep dive. I didn't like
deep dive. Well,
analyze it yet.
let's
Saving it
go-
for the breakdown.
My God.
Saving it.
I appreciate that. So we're going to go 2 balls deep diving into this.
Brother.
into this.
I'm going to have to leave again. Wait. Why did I
It's
leave last
funny.
time? I forget. Remember last time?
I said some crazy shit. Who knows? I'd be saying
I
some
was
wild
like-
shit. You out. Listen, he's a smart man. He understands when to get out. I don't. That's why I got kids coming. Anyway, see what I'm saying? You see what I do? But no, let's take a look. Sneako hitting the mitts. Apparently his trainer is wearing a Siakam jersey. You fuck with that or what? You a Siakam
That's
fan?
kind of tough.
It's tough.
Siakam is that's dope.
You don't even know where Siakam plays. Go ahead.
This man's the Toronto Raptors.
Okay,
You're talking
sorry.
about
I'm accidentally-
Pascal Siakam.
Sorry, bro.
Come on now. Now,
let's
hold
see.
up. First thing I want to see, I'm not going to look at your boy Sneako just yet. I want to see
wanna
if his
see the
coach
bad man. You wanna
is
see the
better
bad
than
man.
freaking Mr. Ross's coach.
Facts, bro. We need to see a better coach. Here we go. Let's take a look. Sneako mid session. We're just gonna let this first one run.
Yeah. Okay, I like the stance. Ooh, I like it.
All right. First impressions.
I like it. Couple things. The coach ain't doing the
Nope. We
With
ain't
the
doing
weird
that.
off
I
ankle
just saw
steps.
Justin Bieber at the concert. We ain't doing that.
Yeah, not doing that. A couple things that I like. I like to step into the jab. I like the stance, the guard, how he's hiding behind his shoulders, right? His head is down. You don't see
bigger.
that a lot. Yeah.
I don't know what his
The
size
physique.
is here, but he's got to be. I mean, just trying to measure him. Pause, but 6 feet.
But he would end up right in that weight class. That's the
Danger
the
zone.
dope weight class.
Yes, bro. Death
yes.
row. 170
But
to
I
175.
like the jab, but let's go to when it lands.
Yeah, let's take
Give
a
me
look.
punch when it lands.
Boom.
Look at
Solid.
this is what we want to see, bro.
Solid,
and he's
man.
not like too much tension. I like how he's doing it comfortably because usually early on from guys they see like extra stiff, like
Yep. Yep.
trying really hard to do everything right. But he's got a good base. His back elbows in. It's
Check
not
this
like
out right here,
shooting
Sensei.
out really awkward. Look at that. His face is completely behind his shoulder on impact. And he looks comfortable. He doesn't look overly stressed or like he's over analyzing his own footwork, his own technique. So
The eyes
that
are
is
up.
a good sign.
Chin's down. We like that. Gives him range again. Boom.
Yep. Good job, coach.
Boom.
Good job, coach.
Boom. You see
There's
him
the
even
backhand.
reframe him there. Okay, coach.
Yes.
Gets a little out of position. Just one little visual cue. Boom. See how
Boom.
that? Just boom. Right back in a stance. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom,
Right
boom.
here.
Okay.
This is the one thing that I like go when I see, and he did it earlier.
Yep.
But when the backhand comes, you see how it looks a little bit awkward, and a lot of people think like, "What is it?" It looks awkward, but I don't know why.
Mhm.
But when that right hand comes, his back foot is actually sliding
Flying.
back.
Flying, brother.
It's flying away,
Yep.
right? And you need to stick that freaking foot in the ground, twist it,
Boom.
and drive it into the ground so that when you land that right hand, you got all that leverage on with that back foot pushing into the ground.
You
And he
can
did
hear
it
it. He does
earlier.
it here too. You can hear his
Because they're
feet start
trying to
sliding.
twist their hips, but they don't twist their hips. They kind of just rotate. They throw the punch out, and the hips kind of do this weird dance. See his foot sliding up,
You can see it there. Yep.
and it's sliding. He's not driving off that back foot.
Yep.
So again, you see what happens is you're just trying to throw the hand, and you see him like look like his hand comes back like he's about to throw a baseball or something.
Exactly. That was gonna say that's the move. That's what we're all taught as kids is how to throw, especially going against your weight. If you're making a throw to your left, if you're a quarterback rolling to your left, that back foot's going to come off the ground, right? And even as a baseball pitcher, it's going to come off the ground. That momentum is taking you that way. Foot goes with it. Different setting.
And it can come off the ground, but it's got to come off the ground
this way.
Way after.
This way. It's got to go.
But the problem is,
here.
since a punch, when you're throwing something, you recoil your hand all the way back. So you have time to drive that foot.
Yep.
So when you swing through, then the leg can come through. And sometimes guys will throw that right hand and the back foot will come off the ground after the fact. But because there's no recoil or cock back for the throw, he just throws it. Now all of a sudden he's out of position. The foot's gone already.
Yep. It's not.
So that little mechanic of like, let's drive. And then when you land, you have to be driving off that back foot upon impact.
Facts.
Because all that power with that right hand, like, this is a cool thing I was taught about power. This would be a fun fact for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Like when you hit something, it's not just like, let's say this is the punch and this is the thing you're hitting. It's not just the impact. It's actually, there's impact, there's feedback, and then there's impact again. And this is like a scientific thing. So
what you're saying is there's double impact. That's what you meant.
Son of a yes.
Okay, double impact.
Okay.
Got it. I'm just taking notes.
Okay. Write that down, guys.
Sensei likes double impact. Got it. Okay, what else did you say? I'm here.
So what happens is if there's no support in the back.
So you need back support too. So double impact makes sure a lot of support in the back
support
end.
in the base. What happens is
support
upon
the base.
Impact, upon impact, there's the initial impact, and then when there's the feedback, if there's no, protection here at the base. I don't know why I said that word.
So again, let me just hold on a second. I need another page of notes here. So you got to go double impact, support the base, make sure you get the back end, and protection always. These are good. This is actually really good. Got a class later. I'm gonna make sure I say that too.
So when there's feedback, if there's no power in the base there, right, then it just collapses. Okay,
this is true. This is true.
This is true.
You need to have some power in the base. You need to love the game, is what you're trying to say. You need to be attracted to the game, because if you're not attracted, the base is going to give out.
Yes,
it's not going to stay that way.
If there is power at the base, it's like, you ever heard that thing that if you shoot a shotgun?
Yep.
I know this is a little. If the person goes back 6 feet, you also go back 6 feet.
Right. The recoil. Yep.
Yes. So that's why that back foot has got to be planted into the ground. And I like what I'm seeing so far, though. But if he just fixes that, all of a sudden we see a guy who has not a lot of power, who's just popping, to a guy who has actual power.
You want some power in your pop, right? Especially when it's double impact. But now I want you to answer this for me. We've seen him on the mitts. We've seen this. Nice finish there. His jab looks really nice. Who would you say? Let's give our picks for who potentially could be, and I don't know that Sneako's going to fight, but who would be his first fight in the influencer boxing scene?
You could take a guy who's lost, who didn't fight very well at that weight class. Who could we have here?
Does there have to be anything personal, you think, there for him?
No, not for Sneako. Okay. You got like Churdley's.
Churdley's would be fun,
right?
And there's a little bit of a character.
I don't know if he's ready.
Churdley's.
I don't know if he's ready for Myth yet, but that's like maybe one potential there.
Myth would be fun. I'll give you a name, because I do think it needs to be personal. Like, if I look at it, I think Sneako he's not going to fight unless there's some kind of personal beef, right? He's not like Myth, who just wants to fight. I don't think.
Right.
I think he's going to do it for one reason and one reason only. Beat somebody, maybe beat a second guy, and let's not forget he has a little bit of beef with KSI, enough that KSI responded to him.
That's right.
Not saying you can get that off rip, but he would have to have some fights. How about, and I don't even know if you know about this beef because you're so far off the internet these days, but Brandon Buckingham, the man you held pads for in old Austin
they have
Hicks.
beef?
They got beef, brother. Like
that would be interesting.
Like Brandon Buckingham made a whole like YouTube series, I think, or documentary on him.
Well, damn, what are we waiting for? Let's get that one going.
That one's the one. And now I think that Sneako tries to act as if he doesn't know who Brandon is, type thing. Like, I don't know you, you know what I'm saying? And Brandon is more the one that's like coming after him. But still, there's beef there. And they've talked and had it out. And again, you want to talk about size. I know Brandon cuts a ton of weight. He's a big boy. But fought at 170, 175. Sneako looks like he's a taller guy. I'm not saying, and by the way, we do have to mention this. Do you think he would be a good fit for, it's ironic, Misfits? Do you think Sneako would fit in well with the fans of Misfits?
Yeah, especially because of the beef with KSI.
Okay.
Like, it just, to me,
you would almost have to have him fight KSI off rip, you know? You don't want to see the guy that you want KSI to whip his ass win fights, do you?
I don't know. Maybe you do, because it builds towards something. Maybe it's just something else to talk about. You know, you have a guy like that around. He's in the storyline of KSI, so it's good to plug him in. It'd be easy to plug him in. Let's say him and KSI, you know, they're gonna press conference at the table.
Yep.
Those questions are going to be asked about. Sneako's going to get pressed about the KSI situation. He can talk about it on the mic. KSI's up there like, okay, you know what I mean. So to me, it's like that would be perfect because there's already stuff there. And you know, this isn't Aiden Ross. You know,
right.
I'm sorry to pick on him, but like when you see a guy that's going to first have a fight or can he fight? Skill-wise, like, yeah, that's what I mean.
I was waiting on it. I was like,
he's someone who has potential.
Yeah,
you know, this is what you want to see. This is the stuff you want to see on their first time hitting mitts on camera.
My question would be, is, like, just playing the devil's advocate, is Sneako worth the controversy? I would say yes. I would say he is worth bringing him in. There are a lot of people that don't like Sneako because of his takes with, you know, Andrew Tate. And the, you know, modern society is killing everyone and go work out.
But dude, we're in the influencer scene.
This is it, man. This is controversy's king. You know what I mean? And we don't have.
It literally is.
And this is not to say we want a ton of guys like this, but we don't have enough guys like that. We don't.
Dude, we have, listen, KSI, Logan Paul, nobody beats that man for controversy.
Come on now.
Okay, he's the king of that.
You know what? It is crazy how Logan does get a big old pass, go and collect $200 when some of the stuff that he's done is like irredeemable sometimes, you could say.
Yeah.
But a guy like Sneako, and not to play, not even to go down this road in this discussion, but he hasn't done that. And act like he should be blackballed just because he's a little controversial, I think.
Right. No, I think this is exactly the place for guys like that.
The fucking promotion's name is Misfits Boxing.
Literally Misfits, and it's boxing. This is literally the perfect place. Like Logan Paul said, the YouTube boxing revived his career. It gave him something to do.
Facts.
And for people to see a different light of him, and it gave him a chance to redeem himself in a different light with his community, with the fan base. So
I would like to see
Misfits,
Sneako.
Perfect blend.
I would like to see Sneako, and I think he would create a lot of controversy, which would be good, and I think he potentially could perform really well. Again, the Brandon fight would be super fun because I think they've just got like a ton of beef, good size, good matchup there. But the press conferences would even be, better because KSI is involved in the whole thing. And
yeah, he can fight. He can fight anyone, I think.
Yeah, there's a lot of. I mean, like we said, it's death row at 170. So pick your poison. There's a ton of guys out there, and to be fair, there's still some guys that are new at 170 too. So you can work your way up. But yeah,
right.
Sneako, I just really quickly, I wanted to make sure. Hold on. As we leave off, Sneako needs to perform double impact. Make sure the back end is sturdy. Getting sturdy, you said, right? You said it needs to get sturdy live on cam. Don't remember what that meant. You said protect the base at all costs. Make sure you're attracted or the base gets weak, I think you said as well. And then finish strong. That is our lesson for today from Faye Sensei. Comment section. You let us know down below what you think. Sensei, do you have any other lessons for us before we head out?
No, okay. No. Class dismissed.
Okay, class dismissed for today. Comment section. Should Sneako fight on Misfits? And if so, who should he fight? Let us know.
I can't take no loss. I don't even know what it costs.